Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm working in this signature that was part of my first nature junk journal, but I removed the pages to scan them and to fix the cover. Plus it's easier to work like this. So grab your supplies and journal with me. And my cat Thor must suddenly appear. So let's start. I'm gonna start on the first page. So the first thing I do is to gather some materials that caught my attention. Here are some dictionary pages, envelopes with some markings, some hand painted papers, maps, magazine cutouts, phrases, and some flora. And I have this big piece. We'll see if I can use it. So first I like to take all the bigger pieces to check how they will be organized on the spread. I decided to divide the papers by type, like books or magazine cutouts, dyed papers, hand-painted papers, and stuff like that to make it easier for me to know which are backgrounds, accent details. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this map because I really like it. I knew I had to use it in this spread. So I'm trying not to use it just as it is now, and then I'll see if I need to cut anything out. I really like the scrappy look of things. I mainly like to use like 4 to 5 maximum papers in one spread. We don't want to overdo it, but the most important thing is to find the thing that you want to make it the focus point. To me is the hibiscus leaf, so then I added all the other papers around it. You will see that I'm playing with a lot of different papers and positions just to make it right before gluing. I really like that dictionary page behind that, so I'm gonna leave it like that. The leaf is already guiding me to know that I should use dots or circles in the spread. I spent too much time arranging the papers, but that's just part of it. As you can see, I'm struggling to add this piece because it has lines and triangle shapes, but the main spread shape is circles and dots. I always like to write on my spreads, but if I add too much things on the spread, I will add a label. But I think in this case, I will have enough space to write on. I really like this phrase that says disconnect and enjoy. We all need that, right? And just here I go again, forcing myself to use this piece of a scrap. That mustard color piece is a paint sampler that I did while choosing the colors for my fall collection. So I really like this color, so I was, trying to add it to my spread. I decided to cut a little bit of this map to add to the hand painted paper and vice versa to make it look like they are from the same pattern or similar. This magazine cutout is perfect because it has the same colors as this phrase. Okay, now I think it's better to just start going and see how everything falls into place. I decided to rip this paper just to make it similar to the map. And there he is. He loves paper. Last week he put his face on the glue. Thankfully it didn't got into his eyes or ears, but it was really funny. Don't worry, he'll be back. If you're new here, this is what I call a nature junk journal, which is a junk journal that is inspired by nature. I just guide myself with anything I found in nature and a lot of recycled materials and DIY supplies. If you like that, I would love for you to subscribe and see all the other journaling videos. You can check them on my junk journaling playlist. I really like to use dictionary pages, but sometimes the words are not that great, so I sometimes do this or just paint over it. But I really like this idea to simulate the mountains on the map. I finally got rid of that piece of scrap, and now I will do some doodling to imitate this leaf. As soon as I glued this leaf on this page, I found relief. I needed something to attract the attention to the phrase, and this leaf was perfect. I really loved how all the leaves are facing the same way. It really adds to that movement element. Now let's play with some watercolor. Lately I've been loving mixing colors. I mainly mix on acrylics, but let's see how it turns out in watercolors. I really want to add more of the same leaf color to the page. I think that's pretty similar. I will just add some dots on the page. My mind said color the leaves, and so I did, and I loved how it turned out. It really adds the perfect color. And of course, if you have some leftover paint, don't waste it. Add it to any scrap you have and use it later in some other collage. I'm almost done, and as always, I like to add some markings on the paper. And now I can add whatever I want on the blank spaces. It might seem like I don't have any space to write on, but I do. So I'll just write all over this page, every blank space. and I decided to add some information about the plants and what I liked about it. Sometimes I write about the flora that I found. Sometimes I just write of the moment I experienced or the place I went. And we are done. Let's have a closer look to it. I really love how it turns out, and I hope you do too. If you did, please hit the like button and leave a comment. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you back soon.